You have so many options if you're in the market for a Windows laptop. I've used several laptops from various manufacturers over the past decade and a half, but if I had to buy one in 2024, I'd make sure it has these features or attributes. Number 1. Power-efficient Intel, AMD, or Snapdragon chip. A general advice when buying a Windows laptop is to buy the current generation Intel or AMD processor. With the introduction of Copilot Plus laptops packing Qualcomm's Snapdragon X series chips, you can now choose between x86 and ARM-based platforms. If your workflow allows for an ARM-based laptop, a Snapdragon X Elite or X Plus powered device offers an excellent balance between power and efficiency with almost equal performance on battery and when plugged in. However, note that app compatibility can be a limitation with ARM-based devices. If you don't fancy an ARM-based device, you can choose between Intel's Core Ultra and AMD's Ryzen AI 300 series x86 processors. AMD's chip offers significantly better efficiency, with improved performance. Moreover, due to their conventional x86/x64 architecture, you can get these laptops with a dedicated NVIDIA RTX GPU to boost AI, graphics, and gaming tasks. If you're still unsure, check out our comparison of Snapdragon X Elite, Apple M3, and Intel Core Ultra chips to see how they stack up. Number 2. Bright, high-res display with high refresh rate. I use my laptop for work, but it's also my go-to device for media consumption when I'm not staring at my 4K OLED TV in the living room. A crisp, high-resolution OLED display looks better, at least to my eyes. If a 4K display is overkill for your needs due to its strain on the laptop's battery, a QHD 2560 by 1600 OLED display with a 16:10 aspect ratio is the sweet spot for day-to-day use and media consumption. Most standard laptop screens have a 60 Hz refresh rate, which is smooth enough for everyday use. However, a 120 Hz display will make motion appear much more fluid, enhancing the overall experience. Since I often work in a well-lit environment or outdoors, a display with 500+ nits of brightness should serve well in various lighting conditions. Number 3. At least 512GB SSD and 16GB of RAM. Windows laptops are available in various storage configurations, with 8GB of DDR4 memory being the most common in lower to mid-tier laptops. However, for most casual users and professionals, 16GB of DDR5 RAM is the sweet spot for general productivity tasks, casual gaming, and some professional applications. I'd prefer a laptop with 16GB of single-channel memory instead of the usual 8x2 dual-channel configuration. This is essential for 2 reasons. First, it ensures your computer can support at least 32GB of RAM combined. Second, upgrading later will only require adding another 16GB stick. Another important but often ignored aspect is SSD storage. Yes, it's 2024, so I won't discuss HDDs for laptops. While most laptops offer a standard 128GB or 256GB of primary storage, you'll quickly run out of storage even if you're a casual user. Ideally, I'd want at least a 500GB M.2 NVMe Gen 4 SSD to have ample space after installing Windows and all the necessary apps. You should also highly consider the upgradability of the laptop. High-end laptops from Asus and MSI can support up to 64GB of RAM and dual 2TB M.2 NVMe PCIe slots, giving you flexibility for future upgrades or reusing memory and storage components from your older machine. Number 4. Haptic touchpads for gestures. Haptic touchpads are one of the few things on a laptop that you may not appreciate until you try them. While conventional mechanical trackpads with Windows precision drivers do the job, haptic touchpads offer a superior experience. More premium laptops like Microsoft's Surface Laptop and Lenovo's ThinkPad series feature excellent haptic touchpads for more precise inputs, better gesture support, and simulated physical movements. Number 5. All-day battery life. Windows laptops aren't exactly known for battery life, but things are changing. The new ARM-based Qualcomm Snapdragon X Elite and X Plus chips have received rave reviews for their exceptional efficiency with minimal throttling on battery power. AMD and Intel, too, are claiming great battery life with their new Core Ultra and Ryzen AI 300 series processors. That said, battery life largely depends on your laptop's hardware configuration and usage. For instance, a relatively less powerful Snapdragon X Plus device with its 10-core setup is more efficient than a more powerful X Elite chip. Similarly, display brightness, resolution, and size also contribute to the laptop's battery life. Number 6. Easy upgradability. While most Windows laptops have traditionally been user upgradable, manufacturers are increasingly sacrificing upgradability to create more compact devices. Qualcomm's Snapdragon X series and AMD's Ryzen AI 300 series motherboards now feature integrated LPDDR5X RAM modules. While these are more efficient and faster than the traditional SODIMM memory, the trade-off is you can't upgrade RAM on these machines, and the OEMs charge a premium for a higher configuration. When buying a laptop with newer chips, it's important to configure your device correctly, keeping your current and future needs in mind. Even if your laptop is upgrade-friendly, the level of upgradability can vary between models and manufacturers. Preferably, choose a laptop without soldered RAM. If onboard memory is unavoidable, opt for at least 16 GB, as soldered RAM leaves little to no room for future memory upgrades. Additionally, pay attention to the maximum supported NVMe storage and the available M.2 PCIe slots. Some high-end laptops offer up to 2 x 2 TB NVMe M.2 PCIe slots, while others may limit the maximum capacity to 2 x 1 TB or 1 x 1 TB M.2 SSDs. Number 7. Windows Hello for easy logins. Much like the biometric login on your smartphone, Windows Hello lets you log in with your fingerprint, iris, or face scan. A passwordless login is a convenient way to sign on to your computer. You don't have to remember or enter complex passwords whenever you want to log in. You can also integrate Windows Hello with Google Chrome and other Windows apps for enhanced security. To use Windows Hello, your new computer should pack biometric authentication hardware such as a fingerprint sensor or compatible infrared webcam. Number 8. Solid port selection. Another crucial aspect of choosing a laptop is its port selection to ensure compatibility with your existing peripherals and future needs. With the advancement of USB-C technology, manufacturers are increasingly doing away with HDMI and USB-A ports on newer laptops. However, it's worth noting that not all USB-C ports are equal. Ideally, my new laptop should have USB-C ports with Alt mode and power delivery support. More premium laptops offer Thunderbolt 4-enabled USB-C ports, which allow high-speed data transfer, charging, and connecting to an external monitor or eGPU, all through a single USB-C cable. More importantly, having plenty of ports means you won't constantly need a USB hub like the Baseus Metal Gleam Series 2 we reviewed to handle HDMI, LAN, and fast charging needs. For 2024, my workflow requires a highly portable yet efficient laptop so that I can travel light to work. If a laptop has subpar battery life, display, port selection, and a previous generation processor, it's a deal breaker. With so many options around, prioritizing features that align with your specific needs and preferences will help you make the right choice.